A nursing student receives a Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift from her mother. She puts it in her apartment. Within weeks, the doll starts moving on its own. Notes appear written in childlike handwriting saying, "Help us and help Lou." The doll changes positions when no one's looking. Then, one night, her friend Lou wakes up to find the doll choking him. When he throws it across the room, 7 claw marks appear on his chest, bleeding, burning scratches that look like they came from an animal. This is Annabelle, arguably the most famous haunted object in the world. But here's the thing. The real Annabelle doesn't look anything like the terrifying porcelain doll from the movies. She's a Raggedy Ann doll, floppy, harmless looking, the kind you'd find in any toy store. So what's the real story? And is any of it actually true? Hey everyone, welcome back, SiR.ReapeR here, welcome to the channel. The Annabelle movies turned this doll into a horror icon, that creepy porcelain face, those dead eyes. But the true story is completely different. The real Annabelle is locked in a glass case in Connecticut, and according to the Warrens, she's responsible for deaths, possessions, and decades of terror. Today we're separating Hollywood from reality. Let's get into it. The story begins in 1970. A 28-year-old nursing student named Donna received the Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift from her mother. The doll was bought second-hand from a hobby store. Donna lived in an apartment with her roommate Angie, also a nursing student. At first, the doll was just a cute decoration, but then strange things started happening. According to Donna and Angie's account, the doll would change positions when they weren't looking. They'd leave it on the couch and come home to find it on a bed. They'd put it in one room and find it in another. Then it got weirder. They started finding handwritten notes on parchment paper scattered around the apartment. The messages said things like "Help us" and "Help Lou." Lou was Angie's boyfriend who frequently visited the apartment. Here's the creepy part. Neither Donna nor Angie owned parchment paper. Where were these notes coming from? The activity escalated. Lou reportedly had a nightmare where the doll was climbing up his leg, moving up his chest, and strangling him. He woke up terrified. Then one night, Lou and Angie heard noises coming from Donna's room. Lou went to investigate. As he entered the room, he felt a presence behind him. He turned around and felt a burning sensation on his chest. When he looked down, there were 7 distinct claw marks on his chest, 3 vertically and 4 horizontally, all hot like burns. The scratches healed almost immediately. Half gone the next day, fully gone by day 2. That was enough for Donna. She contacted a psychic medium for help. The medium conducted a séance and claimed to make contact with the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. According to the medium, Annabelle had been a 7-year-old girl who died on the property where the apartment building now stood. Her spirit had found the doll and attached to it because she felt safe with Donna and Angie. Annabelle just wanted to be loved and stay with them. Donna and Angie felt sorry for the spirit and gave permission for Annabelle to stay. Big mistake. After that, the activity got violent. The doll became aggressive. Objects were thrown. Lou claimed the doll tried to attack him multiple times. That's when someone recommended they contact Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous paranormal investigators. The Warrens came to the apartment, examined the doll, and delivered their verdict. The doll itself was not possessed but manipulated by an inhuman presence, a demon. According to the Warrens, spirits do not possess inanimate objects, they possess people. An inhuman spirit can attach itself to an object as a conduit. The Warrens explained that the demon had been pretending to be an innocent child to gain Donna and Angie's trust. Now that it had permission to stay, it was trying to possess one of them, most likely Lou, who it had already attacked. The goal was full demonic possession of a human. The Warrens performed a blessing and convinced Donna to give them the doll. They would take it to their occult museum in Connecticut, where it could be safely contained. The drive back to Connecticut became legendary in Warren lore. Ed refused to take highways, claiming the doll was causing the car to stall and the power steering to fail. The brakes supposedly stopped working multiple times. They had a priest bless the doll and the car, and after that, they made it home safely. The doll was placed in the Warren Occult Museum, and eventually, it was locked in a special glass case with a warning sign, "Do not open." But the stories didn't stop there. Over the years, the Warrens claimed numerous incidents involving people who disrespected or mocked the doll. The most famous story involves a young man who visited the museum and taunted the doll. He challenged it to scratch him like it had done to Lou. Ed Warren kicked him out of the museum. Approximately 3 hours later, The young man died when he lost control of his motorcycle. The Warrens attributed his death to Annabelle's curse. There are stories of visitors getting scratch marks after seeing the doll, of people feeling sick or terrified, of the doll supposedly breaking out of her case and roaming the museum at night. The Warrens maintained that Annabelle was one of the most dangerous items in their entire collection, more dangerous than cursed objects, possessed artifacts, everything. So that's the story according to the Warrens. Now, let's talk about the problems. First, there's absolutely no independent verification of any of this. Everything we know comes from Donna, Angie, Lou, and the Warrens. No police reports, no medical records of Lou's mysterious scratches, no documentation beyond their testimonies. Second, the Warrens had a vested interest in promoting dramatic stories. Their entire livelihood depended on cases being sensational. They investigated thousands of hauntings, wrote books, gave lectures, and ran a museum. Scary stories made them famous and profitable. Third, every element of the Annabelle story can be explained without invoking the supernatural. The doll moving memory errors, people forgetting where they placed it, or someone playing a prank. The notes on parchment easily faked or planted. Lou's scratches could have been could have been from something else entirely, or could have never existed beyond his testimony. The medium saying there was a spirit named Annabelle Higgins. Academics and science writers have dismissed the Warrens' claims as myth and folklore. There's no record of any child named Annabelle Higgins dying on that property. The story of the young man dying in a motorcycle accident after mocking the doll is completely unverifiable. Ed Warren told that story, but there's no police report, no news article, no name, nothing to confirm it actually happened. It's the perfect cautionary tale. Respect the doll or die. But where's the evidence? Here's what we know for certain. A Raggedy Ann doll exists and is currently housed in the Warren Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut, which is now closed to the public. The doll sits in a glass case. People have visited it over the years and taken photos. That part is real. Everything else, the hauntings, the possessions, the attacks, the deaths, relies entirely on testimony from people who believed in the paranormal and profited from promoting these stories. The Annabelle movies took this already embellished tale and added even more fiction. The real doll is a Raggedy Ann, not a creepy porcelain doll. The backstory in the movies about a cult, a murdered child, and Annabelle Higgins being a real person, all made up for the film. The Warren Museum itself has become a tourist attraction, with people making pilgrimages to see Annabelle and the other supposedly cursed objects. Is the Annabelle doll actually haunted? Almost certainly not. Is it a clever piece of marketing that helped build the Warren legacy and spawn a multi-million-dollar horror franchise? Absolutely. The doll itself is harmless. The real power of Annabelle is demonic. It's the power of a good story that captures people's imaginations and refuses to die. So what do you think? Is Annabelle genuinely haunted, or is it the greatest paranormal marketing scheme ever? Were the Warrens legitimate investigators or masterful storytellers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the real Annabelle story, hit that like button, subscribe for more horror movie deep dives and paranormal investigations, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.